So how long have you been skateboarding for?
I've been skating. Been skating for 2 years in April.
I started skateboarding the first time round, so around about 1977.
I started skateboarding about 2008, 2009, something like that.
Do you consider skateboarding a sport?
It's an amalgam of things, but not pure sport. It's expression, it's art, it's creativity, so it's not purely sport. No.
Why do you think skateboarding is being judged by different people?
Judged in what way?
As people frown upon it because
Okay, well we've been doing what we've been doing for a long time, and when we first started, parents would come in and they wouldn't want to buy a skateboard. So much, because they frowned on it. But these days, the parents were skateboarders or know about skateboarding, so these days it's not quite as bad as it used to be. So I don't really see negativity with skateboarding these days. Obviously, there are people who own property and don't want people skateboarding on their property because they think they're going to hurt themselves and then sue. So that's an issue. But otherwise, I think generally the public approve of skateboarding on the whole. I mean, antisocial behaviour is antisocial behaviour, so if you're behaving badly on a skateboard, maybe. Otherwise, I don't think it's.
Okay, how did you get into it?
Just my mates at school, like they were all doing it, so I thought I'd get on it and try with them, and I found out I loved it. Kept going.
Have you ever been in trouble with the police because you were skateboarding? Do you want to give me an example of when it happened?
It was like an undercover, like not undercover, but he just was in an unmarked car.
Yeah.
He watched me belt it down the road.
Yeah.
He pulled up next to me and started swearing at me, giving me all this shit. Give me all this stuff. Bad at interviews, and I tried to give me a fine, but then I turned it around on him because he swore at me as he got out of the car. So
Yeah.
he actually dropped the charge.
The marriage of me and the mic is just like magic, elegant performance, bubble legs full assurance, guzzling Guinness, shooting catching cases concurrent. It's Nas, 700 wise, King Solomon size. We on the rise, me and G, ghetto wise guys. The Luciano, Frankie Ayo, Bugsy Siegel, green papers with eagles from a trade that's illegal.
Living the fast life for fast cars. Everywhere we go, people know who we are. A team from out of Queens with the American dream. So we're plotting up a scheme to get the seven-figure cream. Living the fast life for fast cars. Everywhere we go, people know who we are. A team from out of Queens with the American dream. So we're plotting up a scheme to get the seven-figure cream. Hey yo, our lifestyle's exquisite. Yayo like a blizzard.
Esquire tire standing on ground with one pivot.
Two players rocking silk, blazers and diamonds like glaciers.
Lands with name brand seats reclining like a spacious.
Bodies on ice,
Living tripe, rolling fixed up dice.
gambling grants,
Handling stamps,
moves and shites.
my bank rolls, got the cops coming in plain clothes.
Trying to arraign a game cause of a fame that's
I feel that people judge skateboarding because of like the people who are associated with it. People who don't actually skate for the love and the passion of doing it. They just like now you get people skating just because it's become a fashion, so they can look cool when they carry their boards around. And then when they like loiter outside of shops, they give skateboarding like a bad reputation. And I don't think people realise that skateboarding like came from surfing. It came from like when the waves weren't good enough to surf. Surfers decided to create like the skateboard and take it to ramps and streets so they could still do what they loved when the weather wasn't good for like surfing. So I don't see how people can judge skateboarding when it's come from a sport where people actually like respect, and just because like certain people give it a bad name by doing the wrong things with it doesn't make it any less of a sport than every other sport.
Do you think it's right that people get fined and arrested for skateboarding on the street?
No, I'm not. I think it's. I think that's a tough area. Obviously, again, people don't want their property getting damaged, don't want vandalism. Skateboarding is hard to bring into the environment, but then again, skaters are going to do it. I've done it, and it's just one of those things. If you don't provide anywhere for people to skate, what are they going to do? It's just how you marry those two things up. If you've got somewhere legitimate and good for people to skate, you've got an argument. If you don't have that, then you don't have an argument. And then if you've got to take action, like they've done uptown, like the city's got loads of anti-skate things around it, and that's what you've got to do really to stop people skating. Really, not that I approve of those at all, man. There's really a lot of good spots, but you know, that's the only way to deal with it.
You a slave to a page in my rhyme book. Getting big money, playboy, your time's up. Where them gangsters, where them dimes at? They